Good day, everyone. I think we are done with the 11 steps. I think you're good with that. We'll go step by step. That will be best practice as we start from as a beginner. It will be best practices. And also, if you are planning to develop application, this will help you out to go step by step. Okay. Now we are going to start with the shell. Shell is a sort of container. As you could see, it's a container. It will hold your way look of your application in a different way, and you could see this shell will be only accessed with the root element, and it will take care of your visual adaptation over your application. And you could see how they have used this. Just I have mentioned before the app, and this is the methodology. And we are not going to go much deeper into this because it's a basic thing. So we're going to underneath of our definition before the app, we are going to add shell. Okay, that's it. And we are going to close this over here. That is the point you're going to add this. We'll refresh this. We'll refresh our page, and you could see some sort of container kind of things to your application over here. Okay, that is what I'm trying to display for you. You could see the side things, side a blue sort of container. This is what I'm expecting you to see. So this is a shell which acts as a container, as we said. And these are some things to add some visualization to your application, somewhat giving some add-ons, colorings, paddings to your application, right? Okay, I think this is done. Step 12, shell is covered. We'll go with the margins and paddings. Okay, margins and paddings will be not much what to say, not a important point, but to get you a evolved application, to get you a what to say, to see your application in a wonderful way, to visualize your application in a wonderful way. At that point of time, you're going to add some these sorts of shells, margins, and paddings, everything. And you could see it's just a corner to your letterbox, and adding some layers, padding city controls, what we have is you can also add some paddings to your exact button. See, everything you can add of your one, and you can try with this. Just we I won't take much time for this paddings, but I'll just show you what else and where else we can add this. Okay, so first we'll add something to the panel. Okay, within the panel we are going to add a class, and within the class we are going to give SAP. Within the class we are going to give SAP UI responsive margin. Okay, so this is the class we are going to give here, and we are going to add some add some width for that. Width, and the width will be auto. It will take auto width, as we are mentioning responsive, it will take care of. And button, for the button we are going to add a class, and within the class we're going to mention SAP UI. Just we can have small margin or large margin, anything as per your expectation, or as per your practice sorts. So I'm going to name this as a margin. And okay, SAPI small margin. And so we're going to go down, and we're going to under the input, we will add some kind of text property to enhance the output and see the difference of how we will enhance our web application to see the visualized output over there. Okay, so we're going to add a text, and within the text controller, text property is going to be added, and that I'm going to call hello. And something within the recipient and name we can take from our model. Okay, we'll take that from our model over here, and we have added this. Okay, everything is fine for now. And for this also we're going to add some stylings. We're going to add class. Within the class, what we'll add is CPI small margin. We'll try first because it will be in a good format to see. Okay, small margin, and we'll just close this off. Okay, I think we are done with this. Okay, just we'll go to the output. We'll just refresh. We'll give a minute to our application to reload. That you could see the difference very effectively. See, there is a margin to there is a margin to your button, which is the UI margin, and to the whole application. You could see we have added some paddings and everything, and so that makes our application very effective. Yes, okay. We are going to jump into our next step, which is custom CSS and theme colors. Already we have a dedicated video for the CSS, and we applied we created a small application and we applied some background colors for that. And also we have done some options to that. Sometimes if you add a user's expectation to add some different colors over to your application, at that part of period of time, you will be in need of this CSS, right? So what they have done, they have going to give some style to the application. So we'll see those in our applications. Okay. So what we are going to do is we are going to just start with some creating some sort of files over here. So before that, we'll mention some IDs to all our panels so that only we can create and enhance our application. Um, Okay, there you go. We're going to start with defining our CSS file initially in the manifest.json. So if you come under SAP UI5 section, and within that section, you'll first have the resources, and that is a JI. Underneath of the resources, you will have JSS, CSS, and dependencies and everything. And within the CSS, you're going to mention some sort of path. Okay, path of a file. So we haven't created, but it's here. So what we are going to do is we are going to create the folder name will be CSS, and the file name will be style.css. Okay. So this is how we are going, this is the file you're going to create. To create that, create a new folder under web app and name that as CSS. Okay. Let it be created. And within that, create a new file and name that as style.css. Oops. Style.css. Okay. So, yeah. So here we can do just a normal CSS coding, and we will label different classes in our view. So for that, we'll start with the view first. So what we are going to do is we are going to give a ID for a head, and we are going to add some ID. We are going to do we're going to take three places and do styling on that. So first will be our app, okay? The whole app. I'm going to give us some sort of ID over here. And my app, this will be the ID and ID of the class, okay? Demo walkthrough, okay? Demo walkthrough, and the first place is done, and the second place where we are going to add is our button, okay? Within the button, we'll remove the marginations over here, and we are going to give a class called my custom button class. Okay, and it's done, and we are going to add some more CSS styling to the text, but we can't add directly to the text. So what we are going to do is we are going to use it, make it as a formatted text over here. Okay, just give formatted text. Okay, under formatted text there's no property called text, so you are going to fetch the property HTML text property. Okay, so HTML text, okay, it's done. It may be the same. It will fetch our details over there. So it may be the same. So yes, if you need, you can change the marginations over here. I think it's not necessary to change this sort of margins over here. I think we are done. We have declared three places, right? In the app, we have a class, and in the button, we have a class, my custom button, and also we have a um. We have here we should mention our things over here. Okay, just mention SAP theme, right? Theme highlight. ACP theme highlight, and we're going to do some changes to the color as color, and you can just remove the spaces over here, and you can give the issue. Okay, and coming to our style.css file. So okay, within the style of first we are going to do is reference from left to right. We'll start with HTML reference. Okay, left the direction will be what we are going to mention is left to right. Okay, LTR, and okay, direction is given, and we're going to add some we need to add our app name, my app, demo, and WT, right? Okay, within that we're going to add a dot and add my custom button, which is for button we have created, right? You do remember, right? And also we need to add some dependencies for the button. Um, SAP button. Okay, as we should fetch that from our library SAP.m, and you could see margin hyphen. This is the declaration of this hyphen, right? And within that you can mention some measurements over here if you need. Else you can just leave it as a blank. It will take automatically some sort of measurements. So we are going to, you can just copy paste for the mean of time, right to left. Okay, right to left, and margin is left. Okay, so this is done. Margin left. So okay. So also we are going to add here my, okay, my down app button and my custom button. Okay, for text we are going to add this. Okay, for text that I think custom text we have for formatted text, right? So within the brace you can give you should display in a inline block, or it should be in a block model, and and the font should be in bold. Okay, that is what I am going to give. Okay, I think I'm done with the CSS. Overall, it's OECPMBT. Oops, there's some spell. It should be capital B. Okay, I think I'm done. Okay, I think I'm done with this. I'll get into my um, output page, and I'll check it that. Hmm. Yeah. There you go. You could see Hello UI5 is in a different color, and you could see the margins and paddings are working fine, and you could see some sort of effective output over here. So this is what we are going to we are going to use this over here. I think we're done with the three, 1, 2, 3, 4 steps in this class. We'll use next class, and we'll take a look over there. Okay. Thank you. I hope you understood this. Bye. Good day.